Hello and welcome to the round 18 match of the men's Supa Liga, where we see the Scarborough Sharks in blue against the Phoenix Futsal WA side in black and orange. Few new faces from the Phoenix Futsal WA side, so my apologies for any mispronunciations. For the Scarborough Sharks lineup today, we have number 12, Tyler Tate, number 22, Bradley Kazic, number 15, Matthew Estazen, number 6, Brandon Estazen, number 17, Matteo Reloda, number 1, Michael Middleton, number 27, Andrew Newen, and number 10, Joshua Chevelle. And for the Phoenix Futsal WA side, I might get my assistant, Kevin Pancelli, to pronounce these last names, just so I can get a baseline of how I should pronounce them.
Just got thrown under the bus. Thanks, Jade. So we got, starting on court, number 1, Casey Fitzgerald, number 11, Henry Malwilla, number 5, Nahum Michele, number 25, Diego Garcia, number 8, Yazia Gunawan, and starting on the bench, number 4, Tiak Kuel, number 6, Naud Michaele, number 7, Agide Nyanda Kumana, number 9, James Eustace, and number 10, Herman Habtegakish.
Thank you, Kevin. Got the Scarborough Sharks in possession of the ball, Tyler Tate. Chevelle, big ball down for Estazen, picked up by Fitzgerald. I might be a bit slow picking up on some of these players' names. Gunawin plays Garcia. Garcia's ball cut out by Chevelle. Estazen with a little 1-2 with Chevelle. Chevelle now. Ball in the middle for Tate. Garcia looking forwards. Mulwali. The ball's out for a Phoenix Futsal side kick-in. Gunawan plays the ball forwards for Michele, I believe. Yes, Michele. Estazen on the ball. Scarborough Sharks kick in. Plays Matthew Estazen. Across the court to Tyler Tate. A few bringing the ball forwards. And a great run forwards by Ty Tate. Estazen. Ball in the middle for Brandon Estazen. Up against Michele. Oh, and a nice little ball in the middle for Brandon Estazen, kept out by Ganawan. Garcia now slowing the game down for the Phoenix Futsal side. Michele. Forward. Ball in the middle to Mulwali. Garcia to Michele. Tries to go around Ty Tate and ball's cut out. Ty Tate with a shot. Kept out by Fitzgerald. Gunawan, sorry. Kaylee looking forwards for Gunawan. Estazen down the line from Matthew Estazen. Ball across the face. Josh Chevelle at the back post. That is a great goal for the Scarborough Sharks early in this first half. Instant replay of this one. Balls. Ty Tate does a great job of cutting out that ball to Gunawan. Brandon Estazen down the line for Matthew Estazen. That ball goes across the face to Josh Chevelle and back in the middle for Brandon. Great back post shot. Scarborough Sharks up early in this match. Gunawan plays back to Garcia. In the middle for Michele. Mulwali, sorry, my apologies. Michele on the ball now. Little tap out by Phoenix Futsal Michele. Ball straight over the top by Chevelle. Out for a goalkeeper throw from Casey Fitzgerald. Plays in the middle for Mulwali. Taking on Mateo Reloda stepping on the court just now for the Scarborough Shark side. Swapping with Tyler Tate. Oh, and that's a great ball over the top by Josh Chevelle for Matthew Stazen. Fitzgerald plays Garcia. McKaylee flicks the ball over the top for Mawali. Mawali couldn't quite get on it. Middleton. Oh, sorry, it was the sideline kick in from Reloda. Ball down the line from Chevelle. A little bit hard for Brandon Ostazen, but managed to get it under control and keep possession. Ostazen with a flick over the top for Chevelle. Back in the middle for Matthew Ostazen. Putting the Scarborough Sharks up 2-0 very early in this match. Little header to the back post. Garcia, Mawali. And then bit of miscommunication between McKaylee and Mawali. Stazen plays across to Josh Chevelle. Stazen bring the ball up. Chevelle across to Brandon Ostazen against McKaylee. And McKaylee pressing, Mawali pressing. Great opportunity now for Phoenix. The ball shot from McKaylee straight to the hands of Middleton. Mawali does a great job to get back and defend Brandon Ostazen. McKaylee blocking the ball across from Matthew Ostazen. Chevelle with a shot. And he sends it over and wide. McKaylee stepping off the court for another McKaylee. McKaylee out wide to Mawali. Down the line again for McKaylee. McKaylee hadn't quite set his feet. Josh Chevelle against Noad McKaylee. That's great pressure from the Phoenix Futsal side. Oh, and the little roll out from Mawali straight to the feet of Andrew Nguyen, who has stepped on the court for the Scarborough Shark side. Gunawan plays. Ball just out of reach of Garcia. Fitzgerald with the save. Reloda brings the ball down. Reloda now with a shot. Great save by Casey Fitzgerald. Garcia now slowing the game down, just holding the ball. Forcing some defenders to be sucked in. Ball over the top for Mawali. Mawali going backwards now. Gunawan back to Garcia. Not a lot of open feet for Garcia to play to. Phoenix setting themselves up. Mawali has Gunawan on the right. On a little ball in for Noad McKaylee. On a beautiful little flick over the top from Mawali. Reloda now for the Scarborough Sharks. Looking forward, being pressed by McKaylee. Don't think he quite knew that a player was that close. I certainly didn't hear any calls from his teammates to let him know that he was about to be pressed. Mawali winning the ball back. Garcia against Nguyen. Garcia does a great job holding the ball up. Little ball down the line for McKaylee. Reloda flicks the ball over McKaylee's feet, I believe, for a Scarborough Sharks kick-in. Oh, and Phoenix Futsal too busy disputing the side kick in to get back and defend. Josh Chevelle had a clear run at goal. Ball from the sideline, straight to the feet of Josh Chevelle, through the legs of Casey Fitzgerald. And that is a 3-0 lead to the Scarborough Sharks. We still have 10 minutes, over 10 minutes left in this first half. Garcia on the ball. Kaylee, the big touch in the middle, sends it to the feet of Reloader, and the turn from Reloader doesn't quite pay off. Sends it out for a Phoenix Futsal kick in. Garcia forward now with the shot. Michael Middleton makes an easy meal of it, just catching it in his hands, playing it out for a quick counter. Shot from Newen, deflected. Almost a follow-up shot from Relota, kept out by McKaylee. Noad McKaylee, that is. Or Naod McKaylee, I should say. Fitzgerald plays short to Garcia. In the middle to Mawali. Oh, and a miscalculated pass from McKaylee. Falls to the feet of Reloader, deep in their defensive half. Shot from Newen, saved by Fitzgerald. Gonawan against Corey Altintas now on the court for the Scarborough Sharks side. Mawali. The ball's out for a Scarborough Sharks kick in. Nahom McKaylee now back on the court for the Phoenix Futsal side, subbing on for Josiah Gunawan. Garcia holding the ball up. Malawali. McKaylee into Mawilla. My apologies for pronouncing that name wrong for the first portion of this match. And after I had Kevin Pancelli pronounce them all for me. McKaylee back to Garcia. Has Mawilla on the right. Or his left, I should say. Kaylee against Newen. Garcia against Altintas. McKaylee looking to play the ball down the line. It's ball to Naud McKaylee. Garcia. Ball in for Malwilla. And the counter from the Scarborough Sharks. The shot from Reloader. The ball is sent out. No, ball is still in. Garcia. Forward, Mawilla. Plays back to Garcia. Garcia has McKaylee in the middle. Sucking Reloader up, leaving space in the middle for Mawilla. Nahom McKaylee, I believe that one is. Yes. This is Naud McKaylee. It's a nice ball through. Oh, and Michael Middleton just plays the ball off of Mawilla. Dangerous play by a goalkeeper. McKaylee plays the ball in for the side kick in. Ball was dribbled out by Relota, I believe, or Altintas, perhaps. McKaylee against Tate. Middleton does in. Altintas Tate. Tate now bring the ball forwards. Lots of time and space in front of him. Not much need for the Scarborough Sharks to rush at this point. They can force the Phoenix Futsal side to come to them. Oh, and just as I say that, Nguyen gives the ball away to Malilla. Kaylee plays Garcia, pressed by Nguyen. Ball. Little back heel from Garcia for McKaylee. Oh, that's a great ball over the top by Diego Garcia for Herman Heptegergish, sorry for my pronunciation, who's just stepped on the court. We watch this excellent ball from Diego Garcia as play continues, and that great shot from Herman, as I am electing to call him for the rest of this match. McKaylee, balls across to Garcia. Garcia with the shot perhaps, yes, and the shot blocked by Tate. McKaylee plays Garcia. Back to McKaylee for a little ball to Herman at the back post. Herman has McKaylee at the top, and McKaylee with a great shot just wide of the right post. Altintas tries to play the ball through McKaylee. Nahom McKaylee, I should say. Herman on the ball. So far, proving himself a great asset to the Phoenix Futsal side. Stepping on the court late, as the game's already 3-0. Was 3-0 down until he stepped on the court. On a great ball from Herman. Shot blocked by Michael Middleton. That is a handball by the Scarborough Sharks. Free kick taken quickly by McKaylee. Herman on the ball. Oh, a beautiful flick over the top, cut out by Michael Middleton. Altintas being pressed by McKaylee and sends the ball out. That's great pressure from the Phoenix Futsal side. McKaylee with Garcia next to him. Garcia with the shot. That's easy pickings for Michael Middleton. Garcia just shielding the ball from Altintas for Casey Fitzgerald. Herman now, a couple of step overs, ball in the middle for McKaylee, out wide. No, misread the play myself. Ball's now out wide to McKaylee. Back to Garcia. Garcia slowing the game down. Almost in the last 2 minutes of stop clock time. Oh, and the ball just out of reach of Garcia from Herman. Oh, and that's great pressure from McKaylee. Little ball out to the left for the other McKaylee. Scarborough Sharks now with a counter. Josh Chevelle holding the ball up in the middle for Brandon Estazen. Chevelle has Estazen in the middle. Matthew Estazen on the right. That is fourth goal for the Scarborough Sharks. Just as we go into stop clock time. Nice little team goal for the Scarborough Sharks side. Fitzgerald plays wide to Gunawan, who's now back on the court. Gunawan, little back roll for Garcia. Garcia doesn't have a lot of feet to play the ball to. There's no choice but to go around Matthew Ostazen. A few little fakes from Garcia, brings it on to his left foot. Ball in the middle. Slightly out of reach of Herman. Chevelle on a big gap in the middle for Chevelle to play Tate. Tate with Chevelle running down the right. That's a great cutout by Gunawan. Brandon Ostazen against Herman. Matthew Ostazen being pressed by McKaylee. Oh, and Brandon Ostazen, too much space in front of him. Plays the ball into the feet of Garcia. Phoenix Futsal now with a chance to counter. Gunawan. Nice little turn and a play to McKaylee, and McKaylee just playing the ball to the feet of Scarborough Sharks. Brandon Ostazen, or Matthew Ostazen potentially. And the shot from Tate. The last 20 seconds of this match. McKaylee. Ball's back to Garcia. Out wide for Herman. Last 10 seconds of the match. Herman to the back post for Gunawan, and it is in. Just a few seconds left in the half. Phoenix Futsal have managed to make up another goal, bringing the score to 4-2. Quick little replay as the last 1 second of this half plays out. Herman with a great little cut to the left. Excellent goal by Gunawan. That is it for the first half. So far we've seen goals scored by Matthew Ostazen for the Scarborough Sharks, who scored 2. Brandon Ostazen has scored 1, and Josh Chevelle has scored 1. For the Phoenix Futsal WA side, Herman Heptegergish has scored 1, and Josiah Gunawan has scored 1. Just going to play a few ads while we have this halftime break, and we'll be right back with the second half of this round 18 men's Supa Liga match between the Scarborough Sharks and the Phoenix Futsal WA.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week at Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Alrighty, welcome back to the round 18 men's Super Liga match between the Scarborough Sharks and the Phoenix Futsal WA. Just coming out of that first half, we saw Scarborough Sharks take the lead early in this game, now leading 4-2 over the Phoenix Futsal side. Mawula, nice little turn, just let the ball roll out of his out of his possession, or out of his reach, I should say. Chevelle, great ball into Reloader. Reloader back to Chevelle. Chevelle for Reloader again. Reloader with time and space in front of him. Oh, and that's a great cutout by Mawilla. So Scarborough Sharks corner kick in. A lot of pressure from the Phoenix Futsal side on that corner, sending it out for a Phoenix Futsal goalkeeper throw. Garcia on the ball. Garcia looking over top, gets around Reloader, almost. Fitzgerald now looking forwards. Mawilla on the ball against Chevelle. Ball is across to Herman. Nice run forward by Herman and great ball by Mawilla. Herman maybe just mistimed the weight of his feet to get onto the end of that ball. Great pressure from McKaylee. Garcia. Oh, and Brandon Estazen with almost a free run through the middle of the Phoenix Futsal defence. Brandon Estazen plays Reloader, back to Estazen. A lot of pressure again from the Phoenix Futsal side on that corner, putting it out for a Phoenix Futsal side kick in. Herman in the middle against Newen. Mawilla in the middle for McKaylee. McKaylee has Herman on one side, Mawilla on the other. Herman. Brandon Estazen plays Reloader. Just kept out by Diego Garcia. Reloader plays Chevelle. Reloader on the ball. Kept out by McKaylee. Ball's back at Chevelle's feet. Herman on the ball against Chevelle. Nice little flick through. Almost finds Mawilla. Looks like he's copped a little bit of a kick to the ankle there, having a bit of a limp across the court. Chevelle back to Brandon Estazen. Oh, and the ball in the middle for Newen opens up. Shot maybe just a little bit weak. It's easy for Casey Fitzgerald to pick up. Oh, and that's a great run by McKaylee. Excellent read by Michael Middleton to cut out that ball. Kaylee slow to get back and defend. Gets himself in a good position. Defending against Reloader. Oh, and Reloader back rolls to no one. McKaylee with time and space in front of him. Shot that ball maybe a bit too early. Oh, and McKaylee again picks the ball off Reloader. Herman moving forward in the middle to Mawilla. Mawilla with a shot. Sends it right off the post. Brandon Estazen against Herman. Ball's down the line. Little flick over the top from Mawilla. Chevelle get the ball under control. Leaves it at the feet of Diego Garcia. Mawilla now plays the ball in the middle of McKaylee. McKaylee again. Is he going to take on Newen? And he just gets a little deflection off Newen. Reloader now. Tries to play the ball across for Chevelle. Cut out by Garcia. Garcia kicks the ball out. Maybe. Garcia. Kind of hit Newen's teeth. Let's worry about Newen. Great sportsmanship by the Scarborough Sharks. Didn't have to play the ball back to the Phoenix Futsal side. Oh, and ball's just hit our cameraman. Just give us a second while we sort this out. Welcome back. Apologies. Is it working yet? Yeah. Just a little bit of a camera mishap there. The ball went flying straight into the camera. Chevelle with the shot, and that's a great save by Casey Fitzgerald. McKaylee now bringing the ball forwards. Can't quite see who's on the ball. Herman plays Mawilla. Herman again on the ball. Garcia in the middle with the toe poke. Mawilla looking for that follow-up shot. Garcia again with a left foot volley. Herman does an excellent job stopping Chevelle going forwards. Chevelle just caught out of defensive position. Kaylee with the third goal for the Phoenix Futsal side. Quickly watch that replay. It's a great shot from Nad McKaylee. Little deflection off Michael Middleton. Phoenix Futsal looking like they might get themselves back into this game. 13 minutes remaining of this match. Mawilla just tying up his shoelace. Altintas takes the shot just left of the post. And that's a timeout called by the Phoenix Futsal side. Phoenix Futsal need to push now for a fourth and fifth goal. Not entirely sure if this match will impact the Phoenix Futsal standing in the finals that are upcoming. We'll be back in just a moment.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Welcome back, just coming back from a Phoenix Futsal timeout as they've just scored their third goal, catching up to the Scarborough Sharks who are leading 4-3. Scarborough Sharks went into the second half leading 3-0, I believe. That's a great ball from Gunner One for the run of Herman. Herman against Chevelle Oh, left foot shot blocked by his own player, McKaylee. Mawilla, Gunawan. Gunawan with a little toe poke shot just right of the post. Tate on the ball. Chevelle. Ball's across to Matthew Stazen. In the middle for Chevelle. Mawilla trying to keep the ball in. Sends it out for a Scarborough Sharks corner kick. Looks like Josh Chevelle wants to take the shot. Altintas with a nice little chip over top to the feet of Matthew Stazen. And the shot from Chevelle still comes. Follow-up shot from Altintas straight over the bar. Fitzgerald plays short to Gunawan. Gunawan looking forwards. Has Mawilla. Gunawan again on the ball. McKaylee against Tate. Tate with the pressure. That's a Phoenix Futsal side kick in. Ball in the middle to Herman. Herman against Chevelle. On the ball. From McKaylee looking for the run of Gunawan. Gunawan never initiated the run. Fitzgerald plays Gunawan. Mawilla tries to play through Altintas, still ends up with the ball at his feet. Time and space in front of him to move. Little ball in the middle for Herman and a little pass back to McKaylee for the left foot shot. Blocked by the Scarborough Sharks. McKaylee. Trying to play the ball down the line for Herman, blocked out by Chevelle, and Chevelle plays it straight to the feet of Gunawan. Matthew stays in, making a lot of space for the Scarborough Sharks attack, stretching out the Phoenix Futsal defence. Altintas, shot blocked by McKaylee, I should say. Chevelle against Mawilla. Great little 1-2 between Chevelle and Ostazen. Fitzgerald plays Herman. Ball into McKaylee. McKaylee against Matthew Ostazen. Almost gets around him. Ostazen wins himself a goalkeeper throw. Chevelle. Ball's back to Reloader. Chevelle again. Chevelle tripping over the ball. Shot from Altintas, blocked by Herman. Tintas on the ball, Relota. Little cut inside with the shot. Saved by Casey Fitzgerald. Mawilla now. Herman against Altintas. Oh, and he gets around him. That's a great fake by Herman. Oh, and a missed kick. Just sees the ball out for a Scarborough Sharks goalkeeper throw. Middleton, a big ball over the top. Picked up by Herman. Mawilla plays McKaylee. McKaylee has McKaylee down the line. And the first time shot straight through the legs of Michael Middleton. Putting the Phoenix Futsal side in a tie with the Scarborough Sharks. Timeout has been called by Scarborough Sharks. That's a great comeback so far by the Phoenix Futsal side, who came into this half 3-0 down. That goal again with the little ball through the legs of Michael Middleton. He'll be kicking himself for that one. I'm fairly confident neither team Really needs to win this game. I don't think either team has a chance of making the preliminary finals next week. Both teams pushing as hard as they can still. Grilled. Coming back from the timeout. Just watch that replay again of that last goal from McKaylee to bring Phoenix Futsal to a tie. Eight minutes left in this half. Either team can now pull ahead. Brandon Estazen, header across the court for the run of Reloda. It's just out of reach. McKaylee now. Doesn't want to play Garcia, being pressed by Reloda. Mawilla on the kick in. Garcia on the ball. McKaylee. Mawilla against Brandon Estazen. Ball in the middle. Just cut out by Nguyen before it gets to the feet of McKaylee. On a mistouch by Chevelle. Still manages to keep the ball. Reloda plays Nguyen. Scarborough Sharks really pressing for a goal now. They came into this half 3-0 ahead. McKaylee with a few step overs. Dispossessed by Nguyen. Reloda now with a quick counter. On the ball across the court to Matthew Estazen. There's a yellow card being given to Andrew Nguyen. Not quite sure why. Watch that replay. It's a great shot by the Scarborough Sharks. McKaylee. McKaylee on the ball. McKaylee, big ball forwards for Garcia. Little touchback from Mawilla. Garcia. Oh, and Reloda just missed a chance for a double-up tackle. Ran straight past Garcia on the ball. Shot from McKaylee. Far right off the post. Herman back on the court now for the Phoenix Futsal side. Garcia looking forwards against Nguyen. Plays McKaylee. Takes Nguyen away with him. McKaylee in the middle for Herman. Herman against Reloda. Ball in the middle for McKaylee. Holding it up against Chevelle. Now to McKaylee. Plays Herman. Nice ball through the middle. Brandon Estazen does an excellent job blocking McKaylee's run from getting to the ball. Big ball over the top from Chevelle for the run of Nguyen. Little bit too far. Garcia up the line for Herman. The middle to McKaylee, back to Garcia. Herman again. Being pressed by Reloda. And ball's just rolled over the feet of Josh Chevelle, it would appear. The ball wasn't quite on the line, so it's a turnover for a Scarborough Sharks kick in. Chevelle back to Middleton. Reloda. Chevelle again. Estazen looking for the run of Reloda. Tate. On Tate with the shot at the back post. Reloader not quite recognising that he needs to start making that run. McKaylee cops a little trip from Tyler Tate, winning himself a free kick. McKaylee on the ball. Herman. Ball's out wide to Garcia. Nice little run forwards by Herman. McKaylee, ball's in the middle for Herman, and that's an excellent 1-2. Great run by McKaylee. Unfortunately, just miskicked the shot. Great chance there, though, that Phoenix Futsal created to get themselves back to even. Gunner one back on the court for the Phoenix Futsal side. Herman with the ball down the line for McKaylee. In the middle for Herman. Gunner one, looking backwards to Garcia. Wide for Herman. Herman against Brandon Estazen. Oh, and that's a great run from Garcia and the shot to the back post. With no runners going to that back post for the Phoenix Futsal side. Nice press by McKaylee. Not backed up by his team though, giving a few players a bit too much time and space. Phoenix Futsal should really press if they want to score another goal. We're almost in the last 2 minutes of stop clock time for the match. Garcia looking forwards. Gunner one. Garcia. McKaylee on the ball. Little ball into Herman and a nice little roll back. Chevelle, maybe feeling a bit of pressure, just kicks the ball back for a Phoenix Futsal possession. Herman, nice ball through to Garcia. Back to Gunner one. Ball's down the line. Garcia with the shot to the hands of Michael Middleton. And that's great pressure from the Phoenix Futsal side, winning themselves possession back again. Brandon Estazen copping a ball to the stomach. We are now in the last 2 minutes of stop clock time as Kevin Pincelli runs out onto the court to help out and wipe up the sweat Brandon Estazen would have left there. Garcia, Herman in front of goal, has Brandon Estazen right in front of him. And the shot from McKaylee blocked by Brandon Estazen. McKaylee plays back to Garcia. Pressed by Matthew Estazen. A lot of pressure on Garcia as he rolls the ball behind him. Gets it to Gunner one. That's a great screen by Garcia. Oh, and the ball from McKaylee to the feet of Brandon Estazen. Josh Chevelle, I should say. Fitzgerald has two runners going forwards. Herman pushed in the back by Josh Chevelle. That's a direct free kick for the Phoenix Futsal side. Good chance here for Phoenix Futsal. Bring the score back to even. Garcia's shot straight into the wall. Ty Tate feeling a bit of pressure, just kicking the ball out for a Phoenix Futsal side kick in. Mawilla, ball in the middle for Herman. Herman turns himself into trouble. Matthew Estazen now on the ball. Keeps it in somehow. The shot just left of the post. Fitzgerald with a long ball looking for Garcia. Herman seeing the ball out. Oh, and Herman plays the ball into the feet of Chevelle, and Chevelle flicks the ball back to Herman. A few little turnovers. Ends up at the feet of Brandon Estazen. And the shot saved by Fitzgerald. Last under 20 seconds of this match, and that's a great little ball from Josh Chevelle for the shot from Brandon Estazen. 14 seconds remaining. Ty Tate and Brandon Estazen 2v1 against Casey Fitzgerald. Oh, and the ball straight through the legs of Casey Fitzgerald. Great shot from Tyler Tate to finish. My apologies, just realised that my scoreboard was incorrect. For the last little bit of that match, the score has ended. Scarborough Sharks 6, Phoenix Futsal 4. The goal scorers for Scarborough Sharks are Matthew Estazen with 2 goals, Brandon Estazen with 2 goals, and Josh Chevelle with 1 goal, and Ty Tate with 1 goal. And for the Phoenix Futsal, Herman Hebtegragish, 1 goal, Nahom Michaeli, 1 goal, Diego Garcia, 1 goal, and Josiah Ganawan, 1 goal. Be back in just a moment with a Women's Super Liga match between the Andinas FC and Phoenix Futsal WA. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you back for our next Futsal Super Liga Round 18 match.